What up, Mase? What up, man? Listen
What
to the
up,
people
though?
out there. Welcome to 360 Black Bold and Unbroken. Got my man Mase. And listen, this man has been like my brother, my little big brother at that. But right now, we're gonna step into something different in Atlanta. Something that people that normally don't do that. Normally don't speak on. But these people, if it wasn't for them, the club wouldn't even be anything, right? The club would be a mess, it'd be in shambles, people be getting hurt, all kinds of things. So today we stepping in the world of security in Atlanta nightlife, man. Listen,
Man, appreciate it.
we got a veteran bouncer, you know, extraordinaire in Atlanta scene. Mace, what up, man?
Man, what up, though?
Man, what up, though? Man, that man is from the Dirty Deep. Mace, tell them a little something about yourself, man.
Man, first off, like you just said, man, born and raised on the east side of Detroit. So, you know what I'm saying? I already got that grit. But other than that, man, like you said, man, I've been doing security in Atlanta for the nightclubs for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? That's how me and you met. That's how I became, as I feel like, one of them dogs in the city. You feel me?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's my brother, y'all. Listen, and I'm glad he decided to come on in because we definitely need to talk about that. Um, People always were saying, "Oh, security guard is this, the security this, or the bouncer is this," and we gonna dispose all the myths, man. We gonna talk about the do's and don'ts and getting in the door, like all that kind of crazy stuff. So let's dive into it. So, Mace, let me ask you something. How did you become a bouncer, or did you just did it happen to fall into your lap, or what experiences did you have?
You can kind of say it fell into the lap. Like when I was going to Clark Atlanta University. I was a football player, so a lot of the people on the campus was throwing parties. You know what I'm saying? Back then, so the promoters had to pay the security out their own pocket. So to cut costs for promoters, of course, they came and got the biggest people that they knew, which was the people on the football team. So me and a couple other guys who always worked, like we started out working at the college parties. You know what I'm saying? Um, then from there, it caught the eye of some dudes. I'm just gonna say some dudes out the bluff. Me being one of the bigger dudes, and they asked me, "Hey man, you want to make some money on the side?" I'm like, "Doing what?" Like, "Hey man, we go out, you come out with us." I'm like, "I bet." You know what I'm saying? So I start rolling with some dudes out the bluff, and so when they start getting knocked back in like '06, '07, a lot of these clubs that I was frequenting, like going to, knew who I was. So it was like, "Yo man, you try and get some extra work." I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like back in old Buckhead, you know what I'm saying, Havana, Frequency, Fluid, you know what I'm saying, all them. So I started doing that little circuit as a youngin', you know what I'm saying, like 19, 20, 21 years old. And then
That's
from
cool.
there, yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
But then from there, I took a little break, but then I got back into it. I started working at this spot called Verve Lounge downtown. You remember Verve? Yeah. Left Verve, went to Magic City. Then, you know what I'm saying, then just bouncing around till I got with Kev at the
Yeah, that
opium
man,
line.
yeah,
Yeah.
my Libra brother, my
Yes,
Libra
sir.
brother, my Libra.
Hey,
So yeah, you've been riding Care for a while. We've been riding Care. That's your man, and that's my people's too, man. Uh, but let's move on. Did you when you I know your fight game. I already know that. My question is, listen, I got all the videos, but check it. My question is, when you got these roles, did they know that you had these skills to be a bouncer? Because people, there's some bouncers that ain't got them skills. They just want to be a bouncer. They just there.
yeah.
They just taking up space. What
Well, it,
what?
it depends on where I was at. A lot of places didn't like my skill set. And when I say my skill set, especially when I was young, my temperament and my fight, a lot of people didn't do that. I mean, a lot of people, they liked it because they knew I would go, but then they looked at me as I was a liability too. So once I started getting into like the upper echelon of the clubs, which was the Magic Cities, which was the City Life off of Cheshire Bridge, which was the Verve lines, they start looking at me as a liability. You know what I'm saying? And all the club owners back then, they all like kicked it and frequent with each other. So when I left certain clubs and I try to get on at another club, I was basically like, lack of a better term, blackballed in the city. You know what I'm saying? They was like, nah, don't rock with him because he a liability. He gonna wind up costing money. And, you know, I get it at the end of the day, it's a business, you feel me? So I was like, so from there, man, I had to go to like all the clubs where I knew these would be appreciated, which was the City Life off of Metropolitan, which was the what was the spot that was on Main Street in East Point, Central Station. You know what I'm saying?
Central
Like,
Station, yep.
the Cave on Columbia. You know what I'm saying? Libra Lounge off on Gresham. Like, so I had to go back to the hoods with it.
The hood.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But until I got with Kevin, he appreciated these and he taught me how to use this along with it. You know what I'm saying? So
That was
yeah,
smart. That's all it took for somebody to take you under their wings as a club owner to
yeah,
say, okay, we can't do this. This is what's going to happen if we do this. And we got to tone it down just a little bit. We know that, you from different part of the world, part of the cities, being in Detroit and grew up in the grimy areas, working in the grimy areas. And, you got to understand that our temperaments are different. I had to go out of that stuff too, because you know I'm a hothead too. So,
right.
so I had to go out of there too. Let's talk about this, the Atlanta nightlife unfiltered. Like the club scenes are huge in Atlanta, right? What's the difference from other cities you worked in or heard about? Like, how do you handle like in celebrities that local celebrities and external celebrities are like tourists, or whatever? How do you handle that when you in the workforce?
What you mean?
So when you know how Atlanta's big, right? You know how
No, for
Atlanta's
sure.
really big, and there's different scenes. You might have more issues at another place, another part of like go to Alabama.
Right,
That scene may be different from a club scene in Atlanta,
right,
right? So
right.
how do you that might be they might be more rowdy than Atlanta, right?
All right. So yeah, I think I get what you're saying. So like using your example, like the Alabama club scene, you could take that as East Atlanta or West Side of Atlanta, where everybody in those clubs or them parts they know each other. You know what I'm saying? So they got their own issues. Like where I'm at in the clubs I run now, it's in Buckhead. It's a tourist attraction. So majority of the people coming down here, they just want to see what Atlanta is about. They want to see the celebrities when they come to Opium. They want to experience the best DJs that come out, which is the DJ Tones and the Fros and the Yo Boscos. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to see Atlanta. When you go to the east side or you go to the west side, you seeing the culture of Atlanta. Do that make any sense?
You,
And when I say the
yeah,
culture of Atlanta, like if you go to the west side, like back in the day, it was like the Pool Palace, or you know what I'm saying. Like, on the east side, back when you had Libra in the cave, and you was in Atlanta, like you know what I'm saying. Like you saw
the
what
old
authentic
Atlanta,
Atlanta
the,
is,
the
opposed to
old Atlanta,
Buckhead, which is the tourist Atlanta. You feel me? So
yeah, the old
yes.
Atlanta.
So
Yeah.
basically, man, just handling the different crowds is basically understanding like if you like in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, where's the locals at, you gotta understand you a visitor in they neighborhood, in they club, and you gotta deal with them as such because you can get touched out there. You feel me? Pause. You feel like you can get touched out there when you in Buckhead, you usually got the customer service part becomes big as
Yeah.
far as security, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to make sure that wherever they go back to, they say, man, we had a ball in Atlanta. We went to this club called Opium. Nigga, it was off the chain. So it's respecting the locals on the outskirts of Atlanta, and when you in their neighborhoods, and when you in the Buckhead, is basically like giving off the customer service. That's what I focus on my job is security.
So with that question, you answered exactly how I wanted you, but with the celebrities, say versus uh um a Ti or Hood versus somewhere like Taylor Swift or something. How do you handle that if you had Taylor Swift or you had, Ti one time? You then in these club scenes because there's a different vibe. You got to understand there's a different vibe depending on what artist is there. How
Yeah.
do you handle? How do you handle that depending on what artist is? Is it you keep your same? You keep your same. this with each artist? Or you just like, all right, that artist ain't got to
Um,
worry about that situation. We gonna be
Nah, I keep just saying makeup with every artist because I want to stay professional when I'm with them. So I don't want to lack in one area. I don't want to get cool with them. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a professional. I want to be a bodyguard. I want to get you in. I want to get you out. You know what I'm saying? Some artists are easier to deal with than others. Um, and some is way more difficult to a point where I'd be like, you know what? I think I'm good. I don't think I'm good on this one. You know what I'm saying? Going forward. But yeah, I keep the same bravado with every person that I'm with.
cool. Question. Next question. The art of the door. The art of the door. People always wonder what it takes to get into get past the velvet ropes, right?
Hmm.
Is it a look? Is it your attitude? Or is it connections or something else? Like just to get in. Like, let's
Just to
be
get it.
Atlanta known for holding up them lines, right?
Oh no, for sure. Oh, for sure. For sure. You know, like anybody else, like you one of them people who get the velvet road treatment. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that long line, you be looking, you'll walk past it like, but you gonna push it. You know what I'm saying? And you'll walk up, you would dap up the security, you would dap up the promoters, and they open that rope up and you walk straight in. You feel me? But that's because you put that groundwork in. You did that networking in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like your face card is good, your face card is valid. Like a lot of people don't understand Atlanta is a networking city. And if you ain't got that network, then you ain't got that network. Like, yeah, we might see you because you go out, but nigga, that's because it's Atlanta, nigga. We all go out. But we don't know you like that. We ain't cool with you. You can't get that bill because your face card ain't good. You cool.
You cool.
But it's still gonna be $60, nigga. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? I'll let you when you get to the top of the line, fool.
What? Yo, what's the dumbest reason that you seen somebody get turned away from the door? What's the dumbest reason that you seen somebody be like, y'all, you can't get in?
Man, it'd be a bunch of stupid reasons, bro. But the main one is motherfuckers just be talking. They just be talking, bro. Like
Name dropping. Name dropping.
that too. I don't really care about name dropping. They be like, nigga, I know Kevin. I be like, all right, you still gonna sit outside? Call it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about that. Like, I'm gonna get you fired. I be like, all right, because
They don't know.
you gotta have a temperament to withstand that type of stuff. But basically, man, it just be the people that be talking crazy. Oh, broke ass security niggas, y'all. Woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? You be like, all right. If you a problem outside, you definitely gonna be a problem when you get inside and start getting drunk. So, hey, you really want to keep talking? Because you could take your ass home. We could try this shit again next Saturday. I don't give a fuck. But there it is. Go get the fuck on then. Then
Yo,
everybody be like, nah, she cool, she cool. I be like, yeah, she cool next Saturday, bro. Your ass gonna learn today.
they be mad and they be the worst. They be mad.
Oh yeah,
The wildest moments, and you had some wild moments.
facts.
What's the craziest situation you had to diffuse on the job? Like to diffuse. And we ain't talking about, we ain't talking about you
Oh, okay.
throwing
I'm about
peanuts.
to say, because I got a story. I got one of those stories loaded in the chamber ready to go. Um, Bro, so we had opium on Spring Street, right? Bro, this is wild. This is wild, bro. So it was a chick. She had a dress on, and she was drunk as hell, right? We don't know where her friends was at. The club's still going on, but a girl looked down at her shoe and got mad as hell and tried to fight the girl in the red dress. The girl in the red dress on the wall. She's drunk, right? You gotta hear how this story play out, bro. So she's standing on the wall, but she's standing on the wall like this. It's a couch next to her. The couch, a section or whatever. And the girl look at her shoe, get mad as hell, pushes the girl that was on the wall down, right? So we go over there, we break it up. We like, man, what the fuck going on? Said, this bitch shitted on my shoe. Bro, she was on the wall in the club and she took a shit on herself.
Only in Atlanta.
Doodle on the floor, bro. I swear to God. Doodle on the floor and it splattered up and got on the girl's shoe. So I was kind of like, I don't even know how to diffuse it because I kind of want to show it to whoop her ass if somebody doodle on my shoe too. Like, But that might have been like the craziest diffusion, bro. Cause it's like how you like you shit it on yourself in the club, bro. And then hit the shoe. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the craziest
What she
one.
find me? Was she pretty?
Who?
The girl who shit
I can't remember. You know, I see 1,000 faces every night, bro. I can't remember, but I was
it.
like,
No,
we was,
you were like, damn, she pretty. She shit, damn, that pretty girl that shit it on my good.
bro, bro, we was more shocked, like, dog, like in the middle of the club, you shit on yourself. Like she had a dress on, so it hit the floor. It was running down her leg. I don't think it can get no more wilder than that, bro. But old girl wanted to whoop her, but it was like if she would have got close to her, she would have been like slipping in the sheet that was on the floor. Oh yeah, bro, it was crazy, bro.
Safety and conflict, brother. Safety and conflict.
No, for sure.
Safety and conflict. Uh, with the fights and the tension in the club, right? How
Yeah.
do you balance keeping the order without things escalating?
Um. So, through training, I had some good mentors in the game. So they basically taught me how to read the eyes of the room. So I'm able to see the tension or a situation before it actually happens. You know what I'm saying? I can look to my left and I can look at the people to the left. If too many people is looking straight, I need to see what they looking at. You know what I'm saying? So if it's too many people, that means an altercation going on. So I'm able to, before the fight start happening, people start arguing. People be like, "What's going on over there?" You know what I'm saying? So when I'm able to see that, I'm able to stop it before it actually even happens. So that's a skill set that a lot of people, I'm not gonna necessarily say don't have, but a lot of people. I just one of the things my strong point is being able to see it before it happens.
Okay, how you handle it.
How do I
Has
handle it?
social media, yeah, hold on. How you handle it. Has social media, the video recordings, changed how you handle that situation though? Like people recording, you know,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know
do
I
it.
can do this because I'm on camera.
No. You talking about me breaking something up or me being
Yeah,
into it?
yeah, you getting okay. Sometimes you can get in a situation like, man, but then there's a camera over there. I ain't gonna handle it like that. I'm gonna change my situation. I'm gonna go because that's just a camera on me. I don't want to get in no kind of situation where they got a camera saying I caused a commotion or I did this. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
happens. So has that changed the way you handle situations? Oh. I
No, I
don't
think-
know. I don't know why I even asked you that. All them videos, I don't even know why he don't care about no cameras. He definitely don't care about no cameras. But
Bro,
yeah,
yeah, those cameras don't mean nothing when the respect is on the line. Like when you somebody in my position, again, I ain't talking like I'm no tough guy or I'm no big dog or nothing like that. But my position, not only in the clubs, but my position in Atlanta is one of reputation. You see what I'm saying? So I gotta protect my reputation at all costs. So I don't care if it's a camera out. I don't care if it's a filming company. We're not gonna play the disrespect. Once that disrespect and that line get crossed, I don't care if the police could be standing right there. I got a reputation and to uphold. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna
that's
uphold
why I stay out them clubs now. That's why you don't see your boy no more in none of the clubs.
it.
Them couple of things I got into, man, I was like, I can't be at this age jumping on
Nah,
people.
for sure.
Yeah. It's like I gotta sit back and I be by myself because the people you act with that think they you think with you ain't with you, really with you. So, I be on my
Yeah,
own. And but that's always been me. I've always been a loner. I might know people and because people know me from the day. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't I don't, get into the situation. Okay, but this you got a lot of perception about bouncers, right? Like they power tripping,
Yeah.
or you know, uh, they got a misconception. Y'all are misconstrued sometimes. Like people think y'all are just angry, angry mobsters, basically. Um, how do you get? How do you clear the air with that? Like to people out there who
Breaking
listening,
up.
how do you say, yeah, we all
Yeah.
reconnect. You reconnecting? Hold on one second. Go ahead. Yeah, I don't know what happened to start reconnecting, but we good.
All right.
So what are something most club goers don't realize about your job? Basically, is what I'm saying. Like, because they always think y'all power tripping.
Nah, we don't be power tripping, but you know, we regular people like y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just got a job to do, and our job, unfortunately, is to maintain the order and the safety of everybody. So when you might be upset about, you might be upset about whatever the case it may be. You know what I'm saying? You might bitch ass nigga. Think about how many times security get told that on a nightly basis by people who just might be upset. Or, y'all being weird, y'all doing too much. Like, bro, these are people too. We're feeling like, yeah, we gotta be a little bit more logical and we gotta have emotional maturity amongst ourselves. But these are still grown ass men and still grown ass women that you calling bitches and hoes and all that type of stuff. Like, and they hear this all night. Eventually, somebody gets to bark back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna bark back, and it's gonna be, oh, security doing too much. No, we not doing too much. You doing too much because all I asked you to do was this, and now you over here acting like this. You feel what I'm saying? But if I say something back, everybody wants, no, security tripping. Security ain't tripping. Because if I ain't have on this all black or whatever, you probably wouldn't say that because we regular just like you, and I can hit you in the fucking mouth. You ain't got
Right,
the lawsuit to fall on. You feel me?
right, right. And
So
people do.
you
I
need.
think people do that too. People try security just so they can try to get a lawsuit.
I know for sure. I know for
I
sure.
listen. Yeah, I'm just cool to everybody, man. I don't know how they get to that level, man, because I'm that guy like I'll punch in your mouth too, right? Everybody knows, like that's how it was. Okay,
Yeah.
I changed a lot, man. Being time away made me think about my even when I was down in the system, I had to turn down some of them fights because the
Right.
mentality,
Right.
like I don't know this person don't know me. They probably been here longer than me. Anything can happen. Just going to the shoe or hole, whatever. I had to change my perspective. When I
Right.
came home, I got back into that same mentality. I wanted to bust. So that's why I don't even go out anymore. I hang out and just chill with my peoples. I don't go nowhere. I don't go to these clubs no more. With that being said, how has Atlanta nightlife evolved and where since the post pandemic? Like where you see it going? Is it still moving or is it still like ain't nobody
Um.
like I don't go out no more. So you see what I'm saying? I don't go out no more. So and
Yeah.
other people have that same mentality I probably have, and the nightlife is probably dying because of that situation. They don't think so.
Not. So here's the thing, man. We got to talk business. You know what I'm saying from this standpoint. Like the only people that's saying that the Atlanta nightlife is dying is the old motherfuckers. And when I say old, I'm talking about me too. I'm included in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm 40 years old now. Like we want Atlanta to stay the same, and unfortunately, it changes. Like yeah, when we was coming up, we ain't had a dance floor because we ain't prioritized that. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's a whole new generation of club goers out. They want to sit the fuck down. We wanted to sit down when we was in the club. It just wasn't nowhere to fucking sit. So it was just you already knew like, all right, ain't nowhere to fucking sit. Nigga, you gotta stand up. That's half the reason why we was sweating like a motherfucker in the clubs. They want to sit down. Okay, it's a supply and demand. Y'all want to sit down? Cool. It's gonna cost y'all, and they know it because this is their generation. It's normal to them. You know what I'm saying? They know, hey man, if we go to the club, we gotta buy a section for 800, 900. It come with bottles, 10 people. This is their normal. Like my normal was going to the club and not having sections. It was in there, it just wasn't that many.
That's
You
right.
feel me?
That's
It,
right.
wa- it just it just wasn't that many. Now, the new generation, they want the sections. And
Well,
whether it's aesthetic reasons, whether it's social media reasons, whether they just want to sit down because they feet hurt, or maybe they want to flex, whatever it is, it's their era
it's their
now.
reason. It's their
Yeah,
reason.
it's their reason. And the only people that's complaining, oh, it died, it ain't died. Nigga, y'all don't go out no more. That's cool though. We ain't supposed to go out no more. We supposed to be at the crib with the kids. Getting ready to go to fucking work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Atlanta nightlife, it didn't die. It just transitioned. It just transformed from something that it's not our era. It ain't for us to
It
understand.
ain't for us. It ain't for us. And,
Yeah.
and I've been seeing them podcasts like that with Abe and all them. And Biddy and all them, and it, they're promoters. So I guess,
Hmm.
and guess it's like, yo, because 112, that was my spot. When Tweaker
Yeah,
was my spot, man. Yeah, we had the sections, but you know who you were going in these sections. Most of it was like celebs. Most of the time celebs. Um, of course, you had where people could sit down, but you also had a big dance floor because people still like to dance. And that's
right.
one thing I do commend Thomas with, being in Monticello's and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He still has the dance floor, for people to vibe and people can sit down in certain areas. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I do that, and like you said, our generation need to go to those certain clubs that offer that.
Right.
Right? The younger generation, they doing exactly what they want to do. So just don't frequent their spots. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If you're an old head, don't go to the young spots, basically. Yeah.
Basically, don't
Because
complain. Right.
they don't think the nightlife died because they're enjoying their time in the section with no dance floor because they get to mingle, whatever they get to do, sing along, whatever they get to do. What are they doing, man?
Whatever,
It's
whatever it
different.
is for them, whatever it is for them, you see it all the time on social media. Bitch, we was lit last night, but we was outside last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? The older motherfuckers, we keep trying to relive our shit through them. Or y'all niggas wasn't doing it like us. I be like, man, niggas, sit y'all ass the fuck down, bro. Leave these niggas alone. You know?
Yeah, we always talk about that old Atlanta, man. Be like, damn, we ain't the old Atlanta no more. God, yeah.
It ain't
I
the
mean,
older, it's the new Atlanta. The
and I
niggas
guess,
who
I
out.
guess, I guess, I guess, from a old head standpoint, I'm young at heart, but old head standpoint, we miss it. You understand what I'm saying? You miss
Yeah,
something sometimes. You miss that.
yeah,
You miss that going out and nobody's having no problems. There's no fighting. Like everybody's enjoying. Like I knew all the artists. You know me. I know all the artists. Like it wasn't nothing to know an artist. It wasn't nothing to sit in the section or hang out with an artist or be cool with artists. Like people don't know. Me and Jeezy was good friends at one time. So
for sure.
it just well, some people know. But it was cool to be. you know, Luda, that's my man. It was okay to know these people. It wasn't like, okay, that's a celebrity. I need to be up under them.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't like now it's like, okay, who's a celebrity in the club? Who? Camera phones. We didn't have all that. We had, phones, but we didn't have that. But that's not our lifestyle.
We
Our
ain't have
lifestyle
it
wasn't
then.
like that. We didn't have
We
we didn't have that technology. So we would just chill. So
we ain't had
it's
no.
funny
We ain't
how
had
the
no.
nightlife.
Here's the thing: we ain't had no choice but to chill. Like motherfuckers be like, nigga, we was just in there, we was just vibing. Like, ain't no phones out, cause bitch, we ain't had these phones. We ain't had these phones, nigga. We had the old ass no kids with the green screen playing Snake on that bitch. If it was a camera on that motherfucker, we'd have been snapping pictures too. Stop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
You're right. So you clear up a lot of shit because a lot of people still like, but like you said, go sit your ass down somewhere and just chill, and just chill because it's time to raise the kids. It's time to raise the
it's,
grandkids, man. It's
it's
time to,
time.
travel because, life is short, man.
Yeah,
Um,
and I mean, and it's still places. It's still great places for our generation of people to go to. You know what I'm saying? The 35 and ups that you can sit down. They play the good music. Like, Kenny, he throws some of the best parties for that. You know what I'm saying? Kenny, best friends, throw some of the best parties where the vibe is good. You can sit down. It's a dance floor, but. And they only get to talk the shit when they go to the clubs they ain't supposed to go to.
right. Like I go to Theory Lounge, like me and my peoples go to Theory Lounge. We chill at Theory Lounge because I'm in Gwinnett. I'm up here out of the hoop, bro. I'm up in the area where I ain't got to be worried about nothing. But
Yeah,
I go there and they play they play still some of the hot R&B and hot rap music. But I like to chill, man. I like to sit at the bar and chill. I ain't got time. I mean, I still get my little 2 step on, but I ain't in that hoopla shit. You know what I mean? I ain't in that gotta worry about somebody stepping on my shoe I'm stepping on your shoe because people don't know how to handle that situation. There's a lot of fights handled on the street because you step on somebody's shoe, you don't say, my bad, man. You look at it like and so that happens a lot. And I ain't got time for that, right?
yeah,
Because I like
but
to fight too.
yeah. But again, here's the thing though. Like, like yeah, you said like man, I ain't got time to be doing all that. That's because we did that already. We did that. We did this stepping on the shoe, getting in the fights outside the club. We did that. Now we done mature from it. We got wiser. You know what I'm saying? We know how to play situations to where like, all right, yeah, I ain't gonna put myself. It's a bunch of new niggas who about to learn that lesson now. Who 23, 24, 25, and they still worried about somebody stepping on their shoes and all that. Now it's their turn to fight and learn from life and mistakes and grow older and you know what I'm saying? And then when they hit 40 like my age, they gonna be like, man, I'm done. I'm cool with all that. Let me stay over here. There's gonna be another one right after that. You feel what I'm saying? It's just we grew up. You know what I'm saying? It's they turn to go through they phase in life.
You know, you my brother, and I love you to death, man, because you know, and I think about you because every time I get a video from you, I think about what if he beat somebody down and he come back to me. And I've had friends that got you know
Yeah,
got got that thing put on them, and I'm like, I worry about you sometimes because I know you still got that mentality, you nonstop.
yeah,
So, and I'll be like, damn, he got another one. I hope ain't nobody go try him, you know. And I would pray for you that nothing happens to you, man. I keep your sanity, man, and you know do exactly what you're doing. But you never know what people insides are what demons they have inside, right?
yeah.
So that demon can go and come back. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I just don't.
Yeah.
I just worry about you sometimes, man. And I just want you to be safe out there, bro. So with that being said, a lot of people don't know what it takes to get into the field of being a bouncer. If someone wants to get into the security or the bouncing, what is your best advice for them?
Um, you gotta have a mentor, man. You gotta have somebody that wants to work with you. And you got to be put in the right situation because if you're in the wrong situation, you will learn a lot of bad habits that, again, like you said, could cost you your life. It's a different game being played now. These young niggas got some shit they call the switch, and they don't like. And these new niggas, they don't like to fight. You know what I'm saying? So again, like if somebody does want to get into it, you gotta have the temperament, man. You gotta have the awareness to be able to know how to handle a situation or to be able to see what a situation looks like before it even gets there. Like everybody can't do security. Some people they're too distracted. Some people they don't know how to keen in. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
Like they get
exactly.
distracted by the glitz and they phone and they just don't have the good work ethic. And I'm like, bro, I'm over here trying to get your attention. I got 7 niggas on my ass. Pause, and you over here on your phone. The fuck, like you feel me? But just being put in the right situation, man. That way you don't learn like the bad habits, and you can actually be taught the game instead of just go over there and watch. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my big homies that taught me was Vision. You feel me? Big Vision. He taught me the game. He was with Jay Z and DMX and all them. So he started teaching me how to use my words instead of this. He taught me how to how to be aware and everything, what to watch out for. So I had somebody that was actually able to teach me. He was one of the best ones I had amongst others, but that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? So just having somebody that just teach you the ropes to get into the game, man. It ain't hard to get in the game, but it's hard to stay in the game.
For the advice for all the people that like to go out, for the young folks or the older folks, this is a fun closure, right?
Yeah.
What is a golden rule for someone just trying to go out and have a great night in Atlanta? What's the golden rule that they should follow?
Go out and have a great night. That's the
Mind your
golden
business.
rule. Not just go and have fun. If you want to go out to eat, go out to eat and have fun. If you want to just have fun, Atlanta is a fun place where it's a bunch of stuff to do for everybody, bro. For everybody. You ain't gotta go to the club. But if you want to go have fun. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Go
Because
have fun, bro.
they
Yeah, I
think
mean that's the best way to say it.
yeah, because some people think if I go to this spot, well, you know, if you're going to that spot, you're going to have fun. So when you get in that spot, you know, I will tell people this, man. everywhere I go, I have fun. I ain't got to be around nobody. I ain't got to be talking to nobody because I'm me for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I me by me. So I know a lot of people, so I can go out and just mingle, right? I have
yeah,
me a few drinks and leave or something like that. But some people go out with people that's about drama. You see that? So you can go out with somebody who's about drama. You go out with your girls. Say there's 5 girls and one girl just gets drunk and just want to fight somebody. Then the other girls who went out to have fun, now their nights are ruined. So
exactly.
right, it happens, bro.
Yeah,
So, but bro, I want to give you a big thanks, man, for giving me the inside scoop of everything, man. A lot of people need to hear this because there's a lot of DJs being interviewed, but they don't. You protect everybody in a club: the
everybody.
painter, the owner, the workers, the DJ. You protect everybody, and y'all don't get enough credit. And if it wasn't for you guys, and ladies and gentlemen, it'll be a mess out here, and no clubs will be around. You know what I mean? And Kev got a good guy. Kev got a superhero, man. That you my brother, man, and I want to give you a big thanks, man, for joining me, man.
Man, I
Appreciate the
appreciate it,
inside.
man.
Yeah, man. Thank you for man giving me that idea because I was like, that's my brother. So I never thought about that. I don't watch much podcast those podcasts with Abe and them. I've seen a few of them, but I never watched so many of them. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
I don't know what they talk about. I remember they had one talk about people dancing. People don't dance no more, and people wanting to get in the club because I know you and all that. But I haven't watched much of them. I'm trying to do my own thing, man. I'm proud of them guys over there, man, because we are friends, man. They are my
yeah,
friends. I know them, but nobody has interviewed a bouncer, and
yeah.
because they see everything that goes in the back office, the front office, inside the club. They see everything. So
Yeah, man. Like the security industry, we all call each other. Everybody in security, we all call each other brothers. So when I say my brothers, I'm talking about all security. My brothers, they need their respect too. They need their respect. Like again, I love the DJs, I love the promoters, I love the owners. You know what I'm saying? I've been around for 20 plus years, and it's just like I just never seen my brothers get the respect that they I feel like they deserve, bro, because they do a lot. They stop the fights. They get into the fights. They get shot. They get in the shootout. They get the stabbings. And we
for the
don't even say,
for the people.
and my brothers don't even get a thank you, bro.
And I will tell you, thank y'all, man. I thank y'all, all of y'all, man. Y'all, Dwayne, you, man, y'all my guys, man. I love y'all, man. And y'all look out for me. I swear, you know, I don't say necessarily need it, but y'all do look out for me, especially when I come around. Y'all make sure I'm good. You know what I mean? That's my guy. He good.
Yeah.
I don't get no issues. I don't have no issues anyway. I don't have no issues.
Nah, you be on chill mode. You be on chill.
Yeah, I be chilling, man. Yeah. But man, I'm gonna let you go, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know you just got off about 7 hours ago. You gotta be
Nah, for
tired, man.
sure. But you already know I'm about to go straight to the gym.
That I ain't going to gym today. I was in the gym yesterday. I had to take off today so I can take care of some other things, man. But anyway, I appreciate you, bro. Love you, man.
Man, late
And
to
God
go
bless
up.
you, man. Bless you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.